We're going to do a mobile appraising today. That means we're going to gather all the information for an appraisal on the inspection, at the inspection. As you can see, I have an iPad 2 here. On the back side is a Disto laser measurer. The great thing is they fit together quite nicely. I actually can pop this section off in case I need to go to an important business meeting and don't want to look like too much of a redneck, and I can put a different back side on that, and so that works out really well. It snaps on there very quickly, so I can just change those out as needs be. The other thing that I carry around is my camera. I carry that separately because I don't really like the camera on the iPad 2. It just, to be honest with you, it's just grainy. It just doesn't work very well. I'm hoping the iPad 3 will be a little bit better as that comes out. So this is really it. I'm able to carry everything I need in two hands, which is great because I only have two hands. So it works out well. So this is our fine specimen here of the house that we're going to appraise. For some reason there's a car in the driveway, but the house is empty, so it makes for good video. So I'm going to start here by taking pictures of the street. I always take both sides. Notice I'm carrying the iPad 2 with the one hand, but taking a picture, as I said earlier, with my other hand. I did open up the garage beforehand. I always ask the homeowner to do that because it's a lot easier, obviously, to measure from the outside when you do have the garage. That way you know where to start and where the house begins and where the garage begins. So, what I typically like to do is actually start where the garage and the house meet. You don't have to do that. That's just my style. I'm going to go to my mobile total program here, and I'm going to go to the existing files. And the one I'm going to do here is that one right there. So I'm going to open up that report, and as you can see, all of the information that I need is right there. I've got the order, the neighborhood, the site, the improvements, the PUD information if that is applicable. And then up here I've got all of the icons that allow me to do what I need to do. So what I can do is I can actually start out here with improvements, and I can say, okay, number of stories. Well, this is a 1-story. The design is going to be a ranch. The effective age, I can do that obviously as I get in, but this was built in 2004. I'm going to give it an effective age of 5. I might change that as I get in and look at actually the information in there. I can go down through here, and I'm on the outside now, so I can actually say, okay, foundation. By the way, I don't have to type anything if I don't need to, because I have these quick lists over here on the left side. Those things work very well. So I'm going to say all good, and usually that will fill out everything. I'm having a little bit of a glitch right now with that. But the exterior walls is mostly vinyl. So we're going to go vinyl siding good, and then comp shingle good. As you can see, that just changes each of those and hops me to the next field as I do that. So I can fill that out as I go. Now, the thing that I can do now is I can go here to the sketch. By the way, you can tell my iPad 2 is well used. I guess the testament to Steve Jobs is they are very durable. You can drop them, break them up, and they still work, which is all good. So what I'm in now is the sketch. Okay, this is the sketch, and as you can see, there's a little blue dot there. Okay, so I'm going to actually start on that blue dot. That's my starting point. So as you can see over here, this is where the garage and the house meet. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start where the garage and the house meet, and I'm going to turn the iPad over, and I'm going to use my laser measure on the back side. So let's turn that on. As you can see, in fact, maybe we can get an angle from this side here. No, around this way, sorry. So you can see the laser. So you can actually see the laser. There you go. Yeah, see that? So that's, I'm just going to point that on the opposite wall, hit that, and that tells me that I'm 4.5 feet from that wall to that wall. You cannot currently Bluetooth the Disto to the iPad 2, but hopefully that's coming out in the future. So we've got 4.5 feet, so I'm going to go 4.5, and then I'm going to go over, and then I can hit enter. Okay, so I've got my first line drawn. I then come here, I can do the same thing here. That's 3.5 feet. Obviously I'm rounding a little bit. We're going to do ANSI standards here. So 3.5 and enter. So I'm starting to draw. It's zooming in to show me where I'm at, but as the house gets bigger, it's going to zoom out so I can kind of see the overall. Okay, so now I'm going to go down to this one, and we've got just over 9 feet. So I'm going to take 9 and go over like that. Okay, let's come down here and measure here. I could have guessed that was 2 feet, but just to be sure, it certainly is 2 feet. Now let me show you another thing you can do, which is kind of cool. So what I can do is, instead of hitting 2, out, enter, okay, I'm going to undo that. I can actually hit 2, swipe the way I need it to go, and then tap the screen, and it'll do the same thing. So you can use the cursors down here, or you can swipe and tap, and it does the same thing. So on this one, by the way, the laser measure, sometimes you don't have anything to bounce off of, like a wall like this. Maybe we can get a wide view here of this one. So you can see this wall here, there's nothing really to bounce off of. I can't really get to the brick. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bounce off of the siding here. Okay. Sometimes you have to walk the laser up the wall until it hits that siding piece there, and then I know that I have 13 feet there. Okay. So let me show you again where I've got 13 feet. The simple way to do it is to go 1, 3, swipe over, tap, and I've got that one done. So let's continue to move around the house here. Here's an interesting situation. As we get into the